Greetings, scholars, my name is Wormwood and welcome back to Chinese etymology. Let's talk about tea, shall we? Tea is closely tied with the Chinese way of life, so it may come as a surprise to you that the tea plant Camellia sinensis wasn't really a Chinese discovery, nor is the word tea itself of native Chinese origin. To find out how, pour yourself a cup of your finest hot leaf juice and let's do some etymology. There are a couple of Chinese legends associated with the invention of tea. One of the more popular ones is that the ancient emperor Shennong, the divine farmer, was relaxing with a cup of hot water. Yes, Chinese people have been drinking hot water since before history began, when some leaves from a nearby tree got blown into his cup by a gust of wind. Seeing as Shennong was the kind of guy who would try everything once, he gave the leaf-infused hot water a sip and found that not only did it taste amazing, he also felt refreshed and rejuvenated, and thus tea drinking was born. That being said, tea drinking likely began in the mountainous border area in what is today northern Burma, southern Sichuan and western Yunnan. The Chinese word tea is believed to come from the Proto-Austroasiatic word sla, which just means leaf. Proto-Austroasiatic is the granddaddy of modern Austroasiatic languages like Khmer and Vietnamese. Fun fact, the Vietnamese word for leaf is still la, written like this in Vietnamese Chu Nom script. I only added this bit because Chu Nom is fucking cool, and I definitely need to do a video on it someday. The word was then borrowed into Proto-Loloish, spoken by the ancestors of the Yi people native to Sichuan, and from Loloish the word was borrowed into Old Chinese as La during the Zhou dynasty, based on the chronicles of Huayang, which says that emissaries from the state of Ba, which was an ancient state in today's Sichuan, offered tea as tribute to the Zhou king. I can just imagine the king of Zhou pointing to the tea leaves and asking, "What's this stuff called?" And then the Ba emissaries, they kind of look at each other and go like, they're leaves, your majesty, in their own language. And then the translator doesn't know what to do, but he doesn't want his head cut off, so he just says, the plants are called La, your majesty. And the king is like, okay, yeah, that's the name of the thing then. Anyways, the character for tea was likely invented around the same time in order to record said tribute, but the earliest recorded use of the tea character that we know of come from excavated bamboo scrolls from the Warring States period. Here it is composed of a grass radical on top and the character yu, which was pronounced la in Old Chinese as the phonetic component. Fairly straightforward. However, this character was also used, possibly through semantic extension, to mean any type of bitter plant, as well as bitterness and suffering in general, because some people just don't like tea, I guess. This did become a bit of a problem later on, because how would you know that a text is talking about the tea plant or the suffering of this mortal coil?
Delectable tea or deadly poison?
At first, this was solved by adding more bits to the original character, like a wood radical or another grass radical underneath. But by the Tang dynasty, the original character had been split into two. The original character, pronounced tu in modern Mandarin, was used to mean bitter plants, etc. And the slightly simplified character, cha in Mandarin, was exclusively used to mean tea. Interestingly, cha is read as tea in southern Min, which is why people who got their tea from southern Min-speaking Chinese in Fuzhou pronounce it tea or some variant thereof, while those having contact with Cantonese or Mandarin-speaking Chinese pronounce it cha or chai if it came via Persian. Or if you speak a language with a severe hoarding problem like English, all three. Anyways, that's all I got for you today. Thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to pour a cup of tea out for the thirsty algorithm by leaving a like and comment below, and stay tuned for more Chinese etymology videos. You're all truly wonderful. Until next time, scholars.